Hey guys, it's Coruscant. As you may have noticed from just the title, this video is going to be a teensy bit different than all my other videos, but stick with me, it'll be okay. So this video is going to be about music and how students in high school and college can use it or other sounds like it while they study, read, and do homework, for better or for worse. So have you ever been like reading or doing homework and your roommate starts like playing guitar really loud, or your other roommates come home with like 5 friends and start talking about how they almost got arrested at lib or pub? You know what it's like, you know, you're doing something, you get distracted, or maybe even get distracted by yourself. Maybe you like to procrastinate a lot. You're writing an essay, then you're like, you know what? I need to clean my microwave. Let's do it. Maybe some of you guys in high school know, you know, you're home, you're doing your essay, writing about like biology or something. Mom comes home, puts on Judge Judy, and you're like, I can't write about amino acids while some old lady's yelling at 20-year-olds. It's ridiculous. It sucks. Distractions and all kinds of noises and activities in general can distract you when you're doing homework, reading, or even just studying. You know, you're writing your essay, you're home, alone, it's quiet. Maybe you watched a horror movie last night, you're scared. I don't know. It starts raining. Maybe that white noise from the rain can help you do your essay a little better. Maybe you love doing your essay in a room full of like old people arguing about what's on television. So there are things that can make it better. Sometimes sound and music helps you. For example, one of the subjects in my focus group mentioned that sometimes it's good to go to all-night study because, you know, that place is crowded all the time. You got people talking, people in the quiet room that aren't quiet, people at the computers typing away, people talking, drawing on whiteboards. It's a hectic place, but there's a lot of white noise that sometimes can help you. Now, there's a good amount of research on this topic. This research spans over a broad range of things we need to talk about when we're looking at the topic of music and how it affects people when they perform tasks. For example, Adrian Furman and others performed a study in which they investigated how introverts and extroverts perform differently while listening to music. This study found that music was detrimental to both introverts and extroverts in the same way, and I quote, "The level of immediate recall is no different between introverts and extroverts." So in that case, the people, even though they were different, kind of acted the same, under the same music, doing the same task. Another study, by Bugos and others, found that musicians and non-musicians, when examining musical pieces, react differently, as we would expect. Like my roommate, he can listen to music and be like, okay, they're playing in drop D. I don't even know what drop D means. So what does that mean? Well, everybody's different. I didn't need to tell you that. Fernham didn't need to tell you that. You knew that. And because all these things are different, music, people, and tasks, it's impossible to completely examine this topic of how music affects people when they do tasks. In order to examine this topic and really find some information about how music affects people, you need to separate it into music, people, and tasks, the 3 variables as I like to call them. Because of the scope of the research I'm doing, we're going to focus just on music right here. In the field of research, there's a lot of different conclusions that people have, again, because of the many variables. For example, in this study by Anderson, and I quote, "Musical distraction may be detrimental, and it may be helpful." So we have all this research done by different people that leads to different conclusions because of the variables that I mentioned before. So let's just break down music. First, let's talk about genre. In the past, we've learned to use genre as a categorization tool. You know, books, music, reading, movies, you got superhero movies, you got dramas, you got comedies, you got rom-coms, all kinds of stuff. And when you get into this field of research, we start to treat genre more as a tool. People will use genre and say, okay, this genre is a way to communicate with other people in the community. So there's 2 ways to look at genre when we're talking about music and how it affects people reading. One way we could talk about genre is the way we used to, as a categorization tool. We have rock, pop, country, ska, punk, all kinds of stuff like that, just like we have different movies and books. Those different categories of music often have different characteristics. For example, some music may be really good to get you pumped up and ready to do work. You listen to some A Day to Remember before you write an essay, you're going to get blood pumping. Other music is good to relax and go to sleep, like that didgeridoo rain stuff that really chills you out. That's great. Also, these different genres attract different groups of people, which then affects the people variable and not just music. Because the people that go to a rap concert are a lot different than the people that go to a country concert. Those people, obviously, like I said, are different, while they sometimes might be the same. But they also have different tasks to do and different ways of doing those tasks. So in that way, genre affects the other variables. It's like an interaction. The next thing we could talk about is lyrical content. What I mean by that is words. Some music has no words at all. And other times that lyrical content, those words, can mess you up, especially if the emphasis is on the words. In a study by Chraif and others, it was found that relaxation music increased the numbers of correct answers to visual recognition questions. And this pattern was seen in all the activities based on abstract visual memory. So what does that mean? I don't know what visual abstract memory recognition is. Well, when we say relaxation music, we mean music that often has little to no lyrics, so there's not many words conflicting, and with lots of cool, calming, predictable melodies. So here we can see that the music was different and it helped people perform better. Another thing we can talk about is personal connections. When you have a personal connection to music, it changes how that music affects you or others. For example, if I really like a song and it makes me cry when I listen to it, I'm not going to listen to that when I write an essay because I'll start crying all over my keyboard. But also that personal connection could be good. Maybe that song will really motivate you to do better. For example, in another study by Chraif and others, it was found that the test subjects who listened to music were more motivated and competitive than the test subjects in silence. Another thing we can talk about is delivery method. What I mean by delivery method is how the music gets to our ears. What I mean by delivery method is how the music gets to us. That includes headphones, earbuds, stereo, headsets, and many others. Now these delivery methods do lots of different things for us. For example, headsets can block out sound and provide a high quality listening environment. And that separation from the world can help you focus on whatever you're doing. Earbuds, on the other hand, while they're low quality and easy to use, often let you listen in public. So maybe the combination of music and white noise from people around you helps you focus as well. Because these delivery methods change how we listen to music, they can have an effect on how we perform tasks. So what? Who cares about music? You probably have your own routine. You probably have your own thing going. So why does it matter to you? You have options. You don't have to sit in silence. And the research that's out there, whether it's mine or the research from many others, can help you decide what you want to do. Different people are going to be doing different tasks with different music. And it's up to you to decide what kind of music you're going to listen to, if any, what kind of tasks you're going to do, and what kind of person you're going to be. So my research and the research of others is here when you need it. Or maybe you just want to know. You're just interested in music, and you're interested in how it can help you or hurt you. It's okay to not care. If you want to keep listening to Nickelback and Creed, you do you. So maybe you're just interested in music, and you're listening to this to find out how it can help or hurt. Or maybe you're looking for something new. You don't have to listen to the same music all the time. I'll put a link in the description too. There's some cool websites where you can just listen to rain sounds or nature music. That stuff can really be helpful. So really, just get to know yourself and what you want to listen to. And other stuff is going to be out there whenever you're ready. Thanks for listening, you guys. I know this video is really different than my other videos, but don't worry, I'll go right back to those. And I have Sony Vegas now, so jump cuts! In the description I'll have a link to the list of the works I cited in this video. Maybe you can go there and read for yourself. Some of the stuff's interesting, some of it's really boring, I'm not gonna lie, but it's really helpful. So if you're interested, check it out in the description. If not, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, favorite, do whatever. Thanks. I'll be back with the normal videos soon. Yeah.